you were to switch places with anyone, who would they be and why?
I would switch places with Michelle Obama simply because I admire her for having a family, a responsible and professional career, and for being a positive role model to not only females but citizens throughout the country and around the world.
What do you plan to do or be in your future?
In my future, I hope to be teaching possibly for a few more years, maybe like 2 or 3. And after that, I hope to be a special education diagnostician because I'm in graduate school right now working on my master's to be a diagnostician.
I can see that you taught Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 in San Antonio. Why did you decide to start teaching math?
I wanted something different, a different challenge. Most of the students that I taught Spanish to spoke it well, they spoke it at home, and so they weren't learning anything too differently or too new. And so math, every year as a student, you learn new things every year as a math student, and I thought it would be a greater challenge for me to teach math.
Why did you decide to move from San Antonio to Dallas?
Just a change of scenery. I lived in San Antonio all my life, and I had never lived anywhere else. I even lived at home when I went to college, so it was my first time being away from home, being away from mom and dad, and from the friends I had growing up. So I wanted to move to a different city, see different people, see different cultures, and be on my own, have my own apartment, and have my own responsibilities as an adult.
As you were growing up, what was your special talent and what motivated you to achieve that?
I started off dancing probably at the age of 4 or 5. I did tap, ballet, and jazz, but when I turned about 6 or 7, I started clogging, which is a form of tap dancing. It's country western dancing, and the bottom of the soles of the shoes have the taps, kind of like tap dancers, and I was really good at it, and I was in an advanced group, and I was the youngest student in the advanced group of children. So my motivation was to try and be the best. I liked being around the older kids because it just felt like I accomplished something. I was younger yet dancing amongst older students, and so fun for me. And also to dress up and wear the petticoats and the poofy dresses and all the makeup and stuff. It was really fun.
Who's your favorite actor and why do you admire them?
My favorite actor would be actress, actually. I'm going to say right now is Halle Berry, simply because we both come from biracial backgrounds, and to see her as a positive role model for adults, for children, and just the different types of organizations she likes to raise money for, it's kind of positive for me and helps me to want to do better and, you know, raise money for certain causes that I find important for myself.
If someone was to come up to you and tell you that you were going to star in a movie, what would the movie be about and who would you be?
The movie would be probably about a student, because I like learning, so I always find myself trying to learn something new. So a student, maybe in college or high school, trying to do better, or maybe help someone in need. Like, you know, there's always a student who feels left out, or maybe who is picked on. So maybe I would be the student, the good girl, trying to help out the student who is having difficulty and have them make new friends or join clubs. And
you can tell me, where are your ancestors from?
I have some ancestors from Mexico. Specifically what city or country, I don't know. My mom is Mexican, so definitely I have some ancestors from there. My dad is from Ballinger, Texas, and that's as far back I know for his family, but I would definitely have to say they are from some part of Africa because he is African American, so that would be a good project for me to kind of look up, actually.
Name your most wild dream.
My most wild dream would be to only have to work part-time because I wouldn't want to have to pay bills, to drive a convertible car, and to travel as much as I'd like to, anywhere in the world, especially to a beach.
Explain a time when something went the exact opposite way of what you planned.
Oh, that would be probably 2 weeks ago when I came to work and I needed to make copies for first period, and both copiers were broken. So I had to, within the last 10 minutes before school was supposed to start, figure out what to do so that I could still teach the students what they needed to learn for the day, but so that it didn't look like I was absolutely unprepared and nervous, which I was, because I had no copies for them to look at. And I think they liked it too, because I unfortunately didn't get to make their homework copies, so they lucked out. So I think they thought it was a fine day, like nothing went wrong, but inside I was crying because they had no homework and they needed homework for that night.
Well, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time and giving us more knowledge about you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.